Hey Sam. Okay, so this is my knowledge of the reservoir raid and kind of how we need to run it in my eyes, my ideas. So it happens in three stages. The black circles are the first stages, the ones that open first. It's very important to hold those buildings. It won't be for another 10 minutes or so that the blue center part will open. Once stage two happens, then we have to get to the center. The other two little blue ones, they're kind of distractions. I wouldn't worry about those buildings as much as the center. Obviously, I don't know if I needed to tell you that. Then the red, the gathering spots open, and those will randomly they're not going to be in those exact spots that you see there. They're going to randomly relocate. But those are super, super important. So any extra troops we can send to gathering spots is extremely important part of gameplay. So this is how the slowdown of the buildings and their worth. Obviously, the middle is worth the most, but it's not up the whole time, and therefore, in my eyes, not the most important part to win the game. The yellows are my most important thing. If you look at my little graph on the side, like the center, for example, once we get the center, the alliance gets 9,000 points. Solo, you get 4,500. And then if it's occupied, every building that we own has to be occupied at all times because you get more points per minute that we occupy it. And obviously, each different type of building is worth more. I personally want to focus on the two yellows. Look at those two yellows. Those are the two that are the most important part of winning this game. The blues are also super, super important in my eyes. I have starred all the ones that I would love for us to grab and keep. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's an orange one that's starred. I like that one because each of the orange ones gives you bonuses for your team. And that particular one takes 50% off of the relocation time. So you relocate instead of 5 minutes for every relocation, you get 2 minutes and 30 seconds to relocate for free. So that's, I think, a very important one too. So those are the buildings and how they're rated is in points and my personal preference of preference. Okay, so then we have teams. So here's the teams. Our leaders of each team. Team 1, it's Sam and I. Team 2, it's V and Tiffany. Team 3, Shadow and Autumn. Team 4, Crooks and Dark. Now, Crooks and Dark, each, if you see, it says for any of us, it doesn't matter who I'm talking about. Each one of the leaders of each team has a second. So like Sam and Cat and me and Emu. Sam and Cat are going to go into one of the buildings. Me and Emu are going to go into the other, make sure we maintain it. Sunshine, Tap, Ice, and Joe. And Joe's they're gonna kill. That's what their job is, to kill, 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 kill. They will reinforce once we need to move on to the next step of the team as well, of the game. They can reinforce us anywhere we want, but primarily that's how I feel like we need to take things. So Shadow and 007, Autumn and Vix, V and Dio, Tiff and B, Crux and Slayer, Dark and Frank. Those are your teammates throughout the game. The ones in the asterisks are going to be our kill. They're going to just straight make every single one of the other team go back to their safe zone. If they burn, they have to go back to the safe zone. And so we're going to try to prevent us from burning. Reinforce, especially they're going to need to reinforce the people who are holding the buildings and kill the ones that are trying to kill us. Okay, then I kind of named it the kill team. Once the center opens, the top group in each team is going to go towards the center. So Sam and Cat, Shadow 007, V and Dio, Crux and Slayer, they're going to go in the center. Those 8 people are going to be responsible for maintaining and getting that center, where the rest of us are going to have to continue to maintain our buildings. Please try your best to maintain your buildings at all times. Also, be sure to use the chat to make sure your team knows exactly where you want. Be like, hey, Fab, I need you to reinforce blah, 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 blah. Or, hey, Sunshine, make sure you're gathering. It kind of moves super fast and super slow at the same time, this 30-minute game. But if we stick to this plan, I feel like we are winners, and you guys are all winners because you're all badasses. Badasses. Okay, this is what I did to work today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.